Why does anybody want to talk to machines? I don't get it. I understand, if you have a disability or something where you can't like physically push buttons, but in any other universe, why, if you could just hit a button, would you want to have to speak to something that's not a real person? I'm referring to things like, you call a phone number and it's not a person that answers phone. It's an automated thing. It's a recording, yet the recording wants you to talk to it instead of pushing buttons. I refuse to do this. I'm not, and I don't want to talk into TV remotes or other things like phones. I don't understand why people want to do this. Like, especially because I see so many people that can like rapid fire push on phones and buttons like that anyway, that why do they want to have a relationship with their phone? Hi, I'm Jeff, the SP Spaz, and welcome to Wild Wednesday. And this is one of those days where I just talk about things I don't understand or and things I don't relate to. And one of them is wanting to have machines that you speak to and speak back to you. I've never gotten this. And, back when I was growing up in like the 80s and stuff, the computer tech wizardry nerds type of people, enjoyed these kind of things, but it was more about like they were just proud they could show off technology, like Votrax, and computer artificial intelligence or whatever. It was like a technological advancement. So I'm not really talking about that, because what I'm talking about really isn't an advancement of any kind. It's just changing something. In most cases, it's so something can save money. I'm talking about the telephone service where they don't actually have to pay somebody to talk to you. They just have a machine that you're supposed to speak to, which half the time can't understand you anyway. So it just asks you to repeat yourself. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Can you please say, go to hell? But before anybody says this is an age thing, oh, you're just some old guy who doesn't get modern technology. Right? It really isn't. There's a lot of things like that people want to chalk up to age, and they use these stupid generational names like millennials or boomers or whatever. First of all those things are dumb, and most of which they're arbitrarily defined and don't have any actual use for anything anyway. But even if they did, it's not really about that, because I know people like in their 70s that love all of the trendy technology type things and love to take constant pictures of themselves and upload pictures of their food to Instagram and things like that. And I know teenagers who aren't into any of that. So it really is not about age. It's just about people that like trendy things and like just sort of parrot all of those things, and people who don't. And obviously I'm not one who does. And it's sort of compounded. I have this contrarian nature, but it's compounded by the fact that it's one thing when, the thing I'm using right now is obviously a piece of technology. I'm recording this on a laptop computer, using YouTube, using the internet. I'm obviously not like anti-technology or, oh, everybody should live in a cave and live off the land or whatever. I'm not, that's not what I'm saying. I just don't understand these elements of it. Why somebody wants to take 500 pictures of themselves a day and post it to things, why somebody wants to post a bunch of pictures of their food. And Pinterest is one that really blows my mind. Like there's been times I've been actually searching for information and I get a bunch of Pinterest links, which are just like pictures of things that people pin to this. I'm like, why does this show up in search results at all? It provides no information. It's just a bunch of stuff somebody stuck to something. It actually has no use whatsoever. But yeah, of course, the phone thing was inspired because I'm going to make a video about what it's like to go 4.5 days without your heart medication when you're supposed to take it daily. When I was going through that, I was trying to talk to my pharmacy and got this thing that wanted me to speak to it. And I've used that pharmacy phone number for many years and always was able to, when seeking information about my prescriptions, just push buttons. I could push, 1 or 2, whatever it was. I could type in a prescription number. I could type in my phone, whatever information they needed, I could put it in. And this did eventually let me do that. but it had to go through expecting me to talk to it for like 2 minutes before it said, let's try this. Let's try using the keypad. Gee, you think we couldn't have done that right from the beginning? You couldn't have said, if you prefer to use the keypad, push 1 or something? Excuse me. Got a little bit verklempt there. But yeah, this is just part of what and again, not an age thing. There's a guy older than me that I work with who talks to his phone, and he'd rather even like dictates text messages into his phone. That I understand a little bit more, just because, you know, it's faster than typing out a text message. But I don't know, I think when he's doing like searches or something like that, the phone starts stuttering at him, like saying what he's typing in a search, and it starts speaking in a voice. I don't know. It's just, I can't fathom why anyone would want that. So if you are one of those people that likes to speak to machines and have them talk back to you, then by all means, leave a comment and let me know that you do, and why that appeals to you. Or if you like taking selfies all day, or, you know, these technological trends that I do not understand. I understand things that actually like speed up and improve communication ability. Those things I understand. I don't get the things that are just like, here's this thing we can do in a different way for no real reason. In some cases, it makes things take longer and makes them more difficult. But let's just all do it because that's what we're all doing. Yay! Yeah, don't get on board with that at all. But if you do, then by all means, let me know. There was something else I was thinking of along those lines, and now it's going out of my head. I have this problem of like my brain will think of like the very next thing that I want to say, and then I'll get hung up on the previous thing and forget what the next thing was going to be. Amazingly enough, I can always think of something else to say anyway. It just may not be what my original point was. But there was something else. Dang it! I really wish I could remember what that was, because it was related, but not exactly along the same lines. Oh yeah, it was about the like the TVs, the smart TVs or whatever, you know, because it's another one of those things. People are like, oh, it's so great, I can say, watch Goonies, and then, you know, Goonies. But like, I understand the appeal of that. I even used it recently because I got the Amazon Fire Stick, which overall has proved to be a pretty worthwhile investment of $0 that I paid for. But, you know, I ran into this problem where I was trying to go through the Amazon watch list, and I had put too many old movies on there, where it like couldn't get all the way back to the other stuff that I had put on the list previously. So the only way I was able to get it was by speaking it into the remote. But at least I didn't say, "Hey Alexa," at the beginning of it. Because again, that goes to what I'm saying. Why does anyone want to have a name for their remote and talk to it like it's a person? I don't. I mean, I guess if it's your only friend and you just need to feel that connection, I'm not high enough. I need to do that. Raise the camera so you can see my touching clutching of my heart. Yeah, this shirt is too big for me, by the way. I've still got very few clothes that fit me from my since I've lost all that weight. But eventually I'll have more that fit. But I gotta level off first. I'm kind of in that range now where I'm going back and forth, but I'm still trying to lose, so I don't want to buy too many clothes. But yeah, the smart TV thing just reminds me of that Simpsons Halloween episode where they had the smart house with Pierce Brosnan as the voice, and I'm like, I think this is no longer just a Halloween episode. This is not sci-fi anymore. People are really, as we speak, Pierce Brosnan is coming on to their wives, right now. Sorry, the voice of Pierce Brosnan representing their house is coming on to their wives and trying to take over the house as we speak. It's really happening. We're there. So yeah, if you're if you love this talking to machines thing, then by all means leave me a comment and let me know what appeals to you about that, why that's a good thing in your mind. Or if you're not and you want to rant along with me about how silly it seems. Not that silliness is a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying. All right, I'm going to wrap this up for now. Just had that quick thought I wanted to get down. And even my quick thoughts take 10 minutes. Yeah, there you go. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do that. Like and share this video. hit the bell for notifications, do all that wonderful stuff, and join us next time for another wild, wacky, weird Wednesday, and watch all my other videos and comment and tell me how awesome I am, and don't forget to talk to machines today.